All right, we're connected. We're here. I'm live on 2 streaming services. We're here together. We've got tons of energy here, and we are going to mass meditate on Sudan, the crisis in Sudan, the energy that's going on there, the turbulence, the turmoil, the chaos, the oppression, and all of the violence, okay? And so when we find we are in a crisis worldwide, because whenever our brothers and sisters in different countries and areas are hurt, are feeling oppression, are feeling disempowered, we have to come together as light warriors. We have to come together as one. We have to do our part energetically as best as we can to really feel into our power, our spiritual power, our energetic power, the power of our positivity, of our love, our intent to heal and to bring this world into more peace, no matter what we can do. And so that's what we're doing here. And I want to talk a little bit about Sudan. I want to talk about what's going on. I've got all this technology around me, all this information to bring forth for you guys. So if you aren't familiar with Sudan and what's going on, there has been a Sudan massacre. It started on June 3rd. All of this turbulence started in April when their president of 30 years was overthrown and called to step down after incredibly strict and violent dictatorship. And the people were able to get him to step down. However, there was a new process, a new form in place to create a transitional military government to govern the country in order to keep the civilians and all the systems in place. And they did not release any kind of democracy or democratic power to the civilians. Instead, they just simply created this transitional military government, which was really another version of this strict and violent dictatorship. And so there was many protesters, many civilians asking for their rights, many civilians demanding that this was not a resolve from the president that stepped down. And it was a lot of peaceful protest. All of these Sudanese protesters, civilians, and even outside of Sudan, other protesters and people doing peaceful protests and meditations to try to get this transitional military government to not be there and to replace it with a civilian ran government. And it just hasn't been happening since April. And so there has been peaceful protests and sit-ins since April trying to get this to change, trying to get that civilian government to come into play, and it hasn't worked. And last week, the military demanded for and called for a big crackdown on these protests, these sit-ins that were completely peaceful. They were just sitting in front of the military bases asking for awareness and civilian rights. And the military went in on June 3rd, last Monday, and massacred hundreds of people. There was tons of violence, rape, children deaths, arrests, people gone missing, people thrown into the Nile, dead bodies in the Nile River, lots and lots and lots of pain, lots of just horrible turmoil going on. And I can feel it just talking about it, and I'm sure all the empaths over there are feeling it too. And as hard as it is to feel that, to look at it, to face it, it is real. It is happening. There is a massive blackout in Sudan. There is a massive crash in their internet, in their ability to transfer information in and out of the country. The government is dictating all of the information going in and out of Sudan, not letting many people see what exactly is going on there over the last week since this crackdown. So we really are, as a continent and country and world, in kind of a we're kind of blinded right now from what's really going on there. And that's what makes it so scary and what makes it so sad. Now, I want to call forth an understanding in this sadness, in this awareness, that even though there is deep sadness here, even though there is deep violence and turmoil and chaos and destruction, we have to recognize that we are light workers. We have to recognize that we are light warriors. And with this understanding, we use our ability to channel the light, to bring more life force energy into our hearts, to find ways to find peace, and to find ways to direct positive energy and light into Sudan and into the areas and into the hearts of those in need for this light. Because as people who are not being directly affected by it, and I won't speak for everybody because I'm sure there's a lot of people viewing this that may have family in Sudan or may have people that they know there that have been affected by this, but we want to make sure that with our more indirect connection to it, we use that as a way to stay empowered in our light and send that light to those who are feeling disempowered in their light. And that's what we're doing with this meditation, is we're going to use our awareness, our light, our ability to send love, to harness our energy of life force, and to send it out to those people who need it, who need that extra spark in their heart for more fight, who need that extra uplifting energy, that feeling of support, that feeling of presence, that feeling of angelic and higher vibrational guides that are assisting in clearing away the grief and sadness and helping us rise to action. And one of the biggest questions that people always ask, especially with spirituality or any type of religion or any type of kind of idea in that way, is why do these bad things happen? Why does this suffering happen? Why do these things occur? And they occur because they provide a necessary balance, a necessary spark, a necessary inspiration, a motivation, a new rise to action is always inspired from these tragedies. And though they are tragic and they are so hard to deal with and so hard to tap into and even face at times, we have to know that they cause a new wave of energy, a new wave of change. And though there has been so many that have lost their lives from the Sudanese massacre, we are also recognizing that so many of these people died for this new wave of manifestation towards a change, knowing that there are martyrs in the world and that there are sacrifices in the world that happen. And then when these tragedies happen, we are able to find awareness. We rise into an awareness. We rise into power to change this tragedy, to rise into action. And there was a man named Mohammed Matar who was one of the ones who was killed in the massacre, in the protests, and he was protecting two women from being attacked. And he had his favorite color blue on his profile pictures on all his social media. And he was an engineer student, only 26 years old, and he died protecting two women from attack and during this protest. And so that's why everybody has been changing their profile pictures to blue and calling it Matar Blue, because this is the name of the gentleman who passed away, and he represents the martyrs in Sudan who have lost their lives for the cause of protecting others, for the cause of instilling a change, for the cause of peaceful protest for awareness and civilian rights. And this is a sacrifice, and as light workers, as light warriors, we are all sacrificing that to an extent, and we need to honor the martyrs who have been slain in this way, because we recognize that they have caused a new wave of justice to form from this loss, and our ability to see how important it is for us to rise to action in response to this injustice and a rise to action in honor of these martyrs. And so I've just been feeling so emotional with this a lot, and like a lot of energy running through with this. It's almost even hard to talk about and find the right words to really talk about this in a graceful way. So thank you for understanding that. And I encourage us all to not forget about this tragedy, to make sure that we know that this may not be the first of this kind to happen, especially with all the shifts in energy and all of the systems that we're overly masculine and overly dictating and overly controlling and oppressing are crumbling now. They're all crumbling. And as a result of that, there is going to be sacrifice. There is going to be revolt. There is going to be turbulence and contrast. But in that contrast, we are literally destroying old forms so we can build new ones. And we build new ones by leading with love and leading with peace and leading with this compassion of others and sending love to our brothers and sisters in Sudan so that they can feel supported and that they know that there are people out there that are being better humans. Let's be better humans. This shirt is so powerful. It's one of my favorite shirts. And it's so important that we do that and we do what we can. We may not be able to go out there. We may not be able to be as active as we want to be, but if we can send energy and love, mass meditation does work, and that's what we're going to do today. I know that Leslie asked if there's a place to donate. I know that there are plenty of places to donate to Sudan. If you hashtag Blue for Sudan, you'll be able to see a lot of places you can donate. I always encourage people, please make sure to do your research on where you donate. Make sure it's a credible donation place. Make sure it's actually going to the right place, because that can happen really easily with these kind of things, and we want to make sure we clear away any of those scams and things like that. So, but definitely donate if you can. And right now we're going to donate some time and energy to send love and light to Sudan, okay? So like I said, I'm going to just send some numbers for us to focus on the Sudan massacre. 500 plus killed, 700 plus injured, 650 plus arrested, 50 plus women raped, 6 men raped, 1,000 plus missing. Okay, so this is what we're sending love and light to: the friends and family of those lost, the people who are missing, helping them find their way home, the just the pillages and injuries and all of this energy. We're sending love to clear away the hate, to clear away the destruction, and to help these protesters, these civilians, gain their rights, to rise into their power, to feel our support so that they can feel their power with us there with them, okay? Now, just a couple things on mass meditation. I did post this. The power of peace-creating mass meditation to decrease warfare and terrorism has been tested repeatedly. The results produced by temporary peace-creating groups lasting weeks or months have been consistently positive, with nearly immediate reductions in war deaths averaging better than 70%. In addition, the one peace-creating assembly that lasted for several years was accompanied by a history-transforming wave of peace around the world. Most of these studies have been carefully scrutinized by independent scholars, but then accepted for publication in mainstream academic journals. So we know that mass meditation works. We see it changing statistics. We see it changing numbers and death tolls. And so that's why we want to do this, because we, like I said, we still don't know exactly what's going on in Sudan today because of the blackout there, because of not being able to get any information in or out of there. So we want to send love and light, and we want to send light to shine on this energy and on this situation, so that there can be awareness and change that comes from it, and so that these martyrs, these people who have fallen, do not die in vain, that they carry a wave of energy for change. And that's what we're adding to today. Okay, so let's go ahead and get nice and comfortable, everyone, closing our eyes, allowing yourself to go inward. Breathing deeply in as a collective here. And big exhale to relax. Another deep breath in. And big exhale to relax. And finally, another deep breath in, big breath. And releasing all distractions from the day, all tension in the body as you relax with the exhale. As we breathe at your normal pace, we feel into the collective, the people who are joining us here and now on this live mass meditation. We feel into the many other light workers and light warriors who are here collectively, ready to send love and light to those in need in Sudan, ready to feel our energetic force, sending waves of healing vibration, empowering vibration, and comfort to all of those in need of this energy. We feel into this collective, all of us together here as a mass collective, providing a stronger, more potent, and more clear energetic wave to those in need. As we are together here in this present time, also joining with all of those who watch this meditation after this live broadcast, recognizing that they too will add energy to this wave of energy sent to Sudan, that we will provide as a collective, all coming together, the energy that can stop the violent actions, stop the destruction, and stop the pain and grief in the hearts of those who are being oppressed. We recognize as well as we breathe that we call forth all of our higher selves and source energy, the life force energy, the creator of all that is. We feel this higher vibrational power, this essence of spirit surrounding us in a loving embrace to support us in providing even more energy to assist us in this transference and healing vibration being sent to Sudan. We feel this energy surrounding us, the source light, this golden white light, along with our higher selves and the collective we join here today. We also call forth any high vibrational spirit guides of love and light, angelic realm, cosmic realm, ascended masters and scholars, ancestral energy of healed vibration and powerful intention. We call them forth to assist in providing divine light, love, protection, support, strength to all of those in Sudan who have fallen, those who know and are loved by those who have fallen. We send love and comfort to their hearts. We also send love to those who are still fighting for their rights, who are still trying to see through the pain and the destruction. We call forth our energy, providing a divine embrace to those in need. We feel higher self and source light and spirit guides of love and light assisting in guarding these people, these beautiful beings in need of energetic charge and support. We feel the angels holding these people in their loving embrace, cradling them in protection and uplifting them in their power, sending waves of energy for change and transmutation, for clear blue waters in the Nile, for clean streets, no longer plagued with death and destruction. We call forth healing and complete protection. We allow spirit, higher self, and guides in love and light to assist us as we breathe deeply in, feeling into our own soul power, the strength of our intention, the love in our heart, as we exhale to send this love, this strength, this compassion, this comfort, this support to all of those in Sudan. As we breathe again deeply in, breathing and expanding, and exhaling to send this love, feeling the wave of love from all of us joining together today, sent to Sudan. We feel it reaching every corner, feeling it tap into every heart in need, charging every chakra, needing additional energy, needing its purest positive potential to help and assist in the fight for their rights. We feel this energy with another deep breath in And big breath out as we feel this love and energy, the support of the angels, the scholars, the ascended masters, the ancestors and source, and Mother Earth with her divine vibration and loving nurturance, sending creative energy for manifestation of change in Sudan. And we also send love and gratitude, honor and divine respect to the martyrs who have lost their lives in this massacre. We recognize that they have done what they have needed to do for their own path and purpose, to instill a change, to assist in this new wave of energy that is divinely conspired to help the youth of the nations and the new wave energy rise in love and light, allowing love and light to be more powerful than any hate and destruction. We feel this energy stronger than any destructive energy that we face as we come together here in this love and light and continue to send it to Sudan and all of those in need there who need this love and need this comfort. We breathe deeply, sending love, sending honor, and we understand that the universe, divine source, has a plan, that it is here working through us to assist in healing and cleansing and assisting in the change needed to grow this world into a peaceful, loving place. As we breathe here, taking some time in your own way to send love, to honor those who have fallen, and to remind yourself that we are rising now in action, not to surrender to sadness, but instead use our ability to rise to action, to send love and energy to help bring change where change is due. And so it is as we breathe in your own way, sending love and light, envisioning a new Sudan where starvation and famine does not plague the people, a new Sudan where violence is not constant, a new Sudan where there is bliss and abundance, prosperity and happiness in the streets, where people are feeling strong in their confidence, their path, their purpose, and their ability to express themselves and have the rights and equality to expand and grow as they need to. We see and visualize a new Sudan and a new world of peace. We see people growing, evolving, having families, feeling healthy, getting the health care they need, the support that they need, the protection they need, the shelter they need, the food they need, the water they need. We see a new Sudan in our hearts and we feel it is there. We know it is there, and we draw it in with this understanding, this intention to bring it to life with the energy in our hearts, with the creative force of source energy extending through our hearts and providing this new essence and vibration to Sudan, a new life force in Sudan, and a new life force in its people, allowing its people to have power, to have control, to have grace in their ability to rise fully into their true role as the governing of their own spirit. And with this, we understand that it is time for this change, and we assist in uplifting them into this power, allowing any energy that does not resonate, any hateful, destructive energy to fall away, with the clear vision of a new Sudan rising to power in love and light and equality for all its people. Breathing another deep breath in, feeling Source's light, adding to the vision of a new Sudan. And exhaling to relax into this light, sending it out to this country. Another deep breath in, expanding in Source light. And exhaling to send this energy out to Sudan and all of its people. And another deep breath in. And big breath out to relax. Sending love and gratitude to our higher selves for assisting in this meditation and this energy transference. We send gratitude and love to the collective, those surrounding us and connecting with us here and now, and later to provide even more energy and momentum to the intentions of peace and love in Sudan. And we also send gratitude and love and honor to those who have lost their lives, sacrificed their lives as martyrs for divine change and shift into light from the darkness that they experienced, recognizing that this darkness no longer has a place and that we are able to now change this energy as best we can with the assistance from Source to shine light on all that needs it. And so it is as we breathe deeply in and exhale to relax. Another deep breath in and exhale to relax. And another deep breath in, anchoring and integrating all of this healing energy into the land, hearts, and systems of Sudan so that they may feel this light charge and have the change and transmutation necessary to evolve in a new energetic exchange. And in your own time, waking yourself back up, batting your eyes open, and joining here back to this meditation. Sorry guys, my dog was freaking out. So let me know how you guys are feeling. Like I said, this is my first time doing a mass meditation. I have a lot of technology going on. My dog's a little antsy, so sorry if there is some distractions there, but no matter what, the best thing to do is to do this meditation as much as possible. The repeatedness of it, the repetition is the best thing to do. And that's what's going to add to the momentum, the wave of energy to help and heal this energy, this massacre, this horrible tragedy, and to help prevent it from occurring and becoming worse. And so, if you have any questions for me, if you have any comments, feel free to comment below. And you can do this meditation at any time, and I encourage you to send this meditation to as many people as you can. I'm also going to post this meditation on YouTube. I don't have any followers on the live stream on my YouTube right now, so I'm probably going to just repost this meditation from Instagram, only because I'm not really fond of the interface on this computer YouTube live stream. It just doesn't look as clean as I'd like it to. But I really want you guys to send this meditation to as many people as you can. Feel free to screen record it when you go back and watch it on the live story on Instagram. You can just screen record the meditation aspect and just send it to some people, or just tag them below in comments and send it to them, the live to them, so they can use it. Because the more we can do this and the more that we can do it throughout the week, like I said, we don't know what's going on in Sudan really. We can't really tell because of the blackout there. So just by sending our intention for love and light, just by sending our protection energy, just by calling all of those ascended masters, the angels, Source, and our higher selves to this tragedy and to this place in the world to bring healing, we're doing as much as we can. And also donating if you can. That's going to be a really big deal for helping the medical aid out there as well. So I want to go ahead and get into a little bit of a lighter note. We're going to do some live Q&As now. So if you have any spiritual questions at all for me, feel free to start asking away. And I am going to close this guy because this is weird. Okay. All right. So go ahead and ask me if you have any questions. And if you have any, if you want to say anything, also, if you know anyone in Sudan, if you know anybody that's struggling at all or needing extra love and light and prayer, please let us know. Go ahead and comment below with their name or just asking for more light and love sent, and we'll absolutely do that. And if you're just now joining, then that's okay too. I just did a meditation for Sudan. We did a mass meditation, and so you'll be able to replay this back and do it as along with us to send love and light to Sudan and to try to help with the tragedy and massacre out there that's going on. All right, so let's go ahead and start with any spiritual questions. I'm only going to be on here for just a little bit, and if you have any questions at all, I'm going to read your comments in the meantime. Alona said, amazing. Thanks so much, Rissa. Masa said, thank you, love. Marie says, thank you, Rissa. That was amazing. I had all my crystals while I meditate to magnify the meditation. Good. Jasenia's here. Hey, Jasenia. Levine's here. Thank you, Goddess Rissa. Thank you. And Bia says, truly powerful. Good. Good. And Gemini Goddess says, I feel great and empowered. Wonderful. So glad you all felt that was powerful. Like I said, it was new to me. I've never done a mass meditation before, and it's really hard to not be sad. But I had a meditation earlier, and I had a message from my guides that it's not time for us to be sad. It's time for us to be in action. And sadness takes up time. Grieving takes up time. Grieving can take up a lot of time. And when we're not fully connected to the tragedy or to what's happened, like how we are in the States to Sudan, we're not there, we're not experiencing it, but I know some of us are if you've got family there. But when we're indirectly connected to it, we have to try our best to not be too sad and instead just be in action. Be in action and use that feeling or that temptation to be sad as a motivation to change, to do something different, to meditate instead of being sad, instead of crying about it, instead of scrolling through all the tragedies and all of the horrible information and all of the pictures on Instagram and YouTube and all of the information about the tragedy that's going on and diving into that negativity. Instead, just meditate. Meditate and send the solution. We don't have time to be in the problem. We only have time to accept, to be aware, and to be in action to change it. So that's what we're doing with this meditation, is doing our best to not be too sad about it, because of course it's sad. Of course we wish it didn't happen. Of course we wish we could do more. Of course we wish that we could not have those people experience this. But by staying sad and clinging to that sadness, we're not going to be able to do as much as if we just start to focus on the solution and start to send light and start to visualize a more appropriate timeline for these people, a more righteous and higher vibrational, blissful, peaceful experience that they deserve. And when they can't see it because they're so deep in the turmoil and destruction, it is our responsibility to see that for them and to send the energy and the vibration and the support needed for that manifestation to come to fruition of a healed and healthy and thriving Sudan. And that's what we want to meditate on, okay? All right, everybody, so let's see what we got for questions. All right, is it possible, Bia says, is it possible to have a bit of pain in my body after that meditation? Yeah, so you might be a physical empath. Physical empaths will feel pain in their body as a sign of pain in someone else. So you may have been tapping into the pain of others, the pain of the people in Sudan, the actual pain of people that are experiencing violence there. You might have felt pain just leaving your body, or you might have felt pain triggered in the body as a result of connecting to that energy and just feeling into the empathic energy of that. Empathic energy just means that you are able to feel other people's energy. You're able to connect connect with them on a vibrational level that gives you an indication of their pain or their sensation or their emotions or whatever it is that you're picking up on at the time. So if you had pain in your body, that was most likely triggered by the pain that's going on in Sudan and the violence, and just being able to tap into that by knowing, okay, there is pain there. That means we need to send energy to relieve that pain. Alona says, hey Rissa, have you encountered any extraterrestrial energy this week? If so, what do you think this means? I have at about 4 a.m. a few days ago. Wonderful. Yes, I have. I just did a starseed gathering last night at Abundance Space. It went amazing, and we were able to connect with our galactic families, our starseed guides. I led a meditation, and I purposely, well, I shouldn't say purposefully. I did set the date for this event yesterday. I said it months ago, but I think it's really interesting that it kind of fell into this week because there has been a solar storm. There was a solar storm from the 11th to the 13th this week, which gave us a lot of electromagnetic energy, a lot of energy from the cosmos, and it almost made us a little irritable in a way. And it also had a lot to do with a lot of shifts in energy in a lot of places around the globe. And so with this energy, we also felt a strong connection to our guides and to the cosmic beings that are helping to guide us and to support us. So yes, I definitely have been connecting with a lot of extraterrestrial beings. I always do, though. I'm a starseed for sure, and so I have a lot of guides that are extraterrestrial. I have a galactic transformative alliance that's made up of one Pleiadian, one Arcturian, and one Sirian guide, and they come together to help with the changes and shifts in the world. I'm most likely going to start channeling them more often for messages with all the transformation going on in the world too. And I am most likely starting a Patreon account as well, so that I can give you guys those channeled messages on a hub in one location. Actually, all my videos, I'm trying to just get everything put together so that all of my videos go through one hub and it becomes really easy for you all to tap in, as well as I'll still keep posting them on certain places, but you'll get a little bit more exclusive content on the Patreon. So that's going to happen later on this summer, but just some things to pay attention to and to look out for. But yes, I'm so glad that you had some ET contact, and it's definitely common right now. So I'm glad that you're welcoming it, because most ET guides are there to help bring us into a stronger evolution of our path and purpose, into a higher vibration, into helping us navigate more of our love and light in the world, and help humanity do that as well. So super necessary. Vibe Tribe Notion says, when we mass meditate in different situations, do we collectively connect together as one? Yes, so that's what we did in the beginning of the meditation when I had us all connect to the collective. That is all of the people who are meditating together on this topic. And when we do that, it literally becomes a wave of vibration. Just when you see radio waves or gamma waves and rays, that wave of vibration, we literally create that within ourselves because we have electric voltage within our body. Our body is mostly water, and we have an electrical charge. So with that, we have a lot of voltage in our body. So when we direct energy to a certain place, we are literally coming together as one, and the wave of our vibration is beginning to build into a big wave, and then it sends to Sudan or anywhere we're directing it. And when you have more people adding to that wave, it becomes even bigger. So that's exactly what we did, and I'm hoping that you guys could feel that. And I'm going to do a lot more mass meditations on my YouTube and other things as well, so I'll get better at leading them, because I'm not the greatest at that yet maybe, but I think I'm getting better at everything, so that's good. And we want to use positive language. Remember, I do it too. I slip up and start to kind of beat myself up on things. So make sure you stay positive. But yeah, so we're going to do a lot more of those, and we're all going to get better at collectively connecting to each other so we can send energy where we want to go, because that's really what we have been working on for so many months together, right? Is clearing energy out of our body so that we can hold more capacity for love and light. And now we get to come together and hold more capacity for love and light together, and learn how to work our magic, our intention, our manifestation qualities. So it's really fun to be able to do that. All right, who else? Let's see. Marie says, I felt our energy being transmitted to Sudan. Good. And Bia says, I agree. Wonderful. And Bia says, I felt a lot of heart and then a lot of light. Anyone relate? Anybody relate to that? All right, Kathleen says, I've been feeling pain in my heart going straight through my back for a few months now. I've been meditating and breathing with little to no results. Any suggestions? Okay, so when you have pain going from the back of your heart center, so this is our heart chakra, but then you have it like in the back here, that's your receptive center of your heart chakra, meaning that you're having a hard time. There may be a blockage there in receiving love from source and receiving love from your intuition and just receiving energy into the heart space. So like you said, you have been breathing and meditating with little to no results. I'm wondering if you've been breathing into the heart space, if you've been trying to really breathe and expand in the heart. And if you have, then I want you to start imagining a golden white light of source coming into that back area where that pain is and assisting in opening that area up and clearing away any pain or tension. If you can imagine that healing, glowing, golden white light of source doing the work on that back area, it's going to help release the blockages. You might just be having the pain because you might be working other muscles back there from meditation, but you also might be having blockages in your receptive center of your heart space, and that needs to just be worked out with time and stretching and moving your energy around and calling in that golden white light. If you don't have any success after that, definitely message me. I can help you with a cord cutting session to clear any blockages or cords that may be attached to that receptive center that might be keeping you from feeling completely released in tension there. All right, who else? Marie says, I love this meditation. She did an awesome job. Thank you again, Goddess. Yay, I'm glad. And Alona says, you're great at leading meditations. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. I was trying to do a lot because I had my computer and then I had my notes and then my table fell like right before I got on live. So I think I was just a little bit flustered, but yeah, it feels good that we were able to do that. And I hope that you all continue this meditation for Sudan. Remember, it takes repetition in everybody. So if we can all do this throughout the weekend, maybe 3 to 4 times a day, just real quick. It was only about, I think, a 10-minute meditation or 15-minute meditation. If we just do that every couple of days for the next several days, we're really going to feel into a stronger connection to that new Sudan that we're building and this new intention for love and light over there, and to really bring healing to this area. There's been starvation and famine in Sudan for long time. There's been that strong dictatorship for over 30 years that just got overthrown, and there's still not anything changing really, but there is now. So we see the change. And I also want to mention that I know I talked about it in the meditation, but the youth in Sudan, there is, I think they said 60 to 70% of the population in Sudan is youth, is under 30. And because of that, it's also creating a new wave of energy that is creating revolt, so that these changes, these old paradigms, these old forms and systems are completely destroyed. And even though there was this massacre and there's still a lot of violence going on and a lot of things happening there, the youth has really inspired this change so that we can break the cycles of violence and the cycles of oppression there. And even though that comes with destruction and sacrifice and violence now, it will promote a change, it will result in a new Sudan, a new peace, and a new clarity there. And it just takes time and our energy focus. So keep on doing that. And I love you all. I think that's all the questions today, which is totally cool. Oh, it looks like there's 2 more. My 5-year-old seen a shadow in our apartment, and other woke in the night crying about seeing the shadow. The other day she dreamt of it. So yeah, so I have an intuitive kids workshop that I'm doing over the weekend. It starts on Saturday, so it starts tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 3:30 p.m. Central Time. And if you're interested in it, I'm going to be talking about what to do and how to know if you have an intuitive child, and also to help start the conversations with your child about having intuition and helping you to learn more about that. Now, it's going to be a 3-week workshop. It's 1 day a week for 3 weeks. So every Saturday starting tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. Central, 1:30 p.m. Arizona time. And it's going to be this week, next Saturday, and the Saturday after. And it is available online. So message me if you'd like to join for that, or if you'd like to receive the audio recording of that. And it's only $22. So you'll get a lot of information for each of the workshop days, okay? And for you in this response to that experience, kids are incredibly intuitive. They see shadows, they see ghosts, they see angels, they see ascended masters, passed on loved ones. They are connected to spirit more than we could ever be, especially because they have very little of the conditioning that we have as adults. And so that's why they're so perceptive and sensitive to energy. So if they're seeing shadows and if they're frightened by it, the best thing to do is believe in them, believe that they saw it, and do your best to sage that area and let them feel safe. And join this group that I'm doing tomorrow for more information, because that's going to bring a lot of information and a lot of opportunity to just talk about it and to know that you're not alone if you have an intuitive child. There's tons of intuitive children out there. All right, you guys. So that is everything today. I am going to make sure to post this video and this meditation on YouTube, and we'll continue to do more mass meditations as needed. I love when you guys message me and let me know if there's anything that you feel like I need to do content wise. So if there's any videos you think I should make, anything you want to learn about, if you think of any other mass meditations you think I should do, please message me and let me know, and I will absolutely deliver. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. This Sunday I will be doing my weekly reading at 1:11 p.m. Central Time for the entire week coming up. We're going to be going over the energetic influences, spirit messages, astrology, and numerology. We'll also pull some cards. And Monday is a full moon. So on Sunday, right after the weekly reading, I'm going to go straight into a full moon reading so that we can get some information on the full moon for Monday as well. And we can have that a little early so we can tap in, okay? So just expect a little bit longer of a reading this week so that we can cover the full moon in Sagittarius as well, and all of the week's energy coming up. I hope you have a wonderful day, and message me if you want any information on that intuitive kids workshop tomorrow, and I will see you Sunday for a live reading with all of you. Peace.